live again. Let's. Is it gonna pick you guys up now? Nope. Nope. That's. Why is it not? I shut that off. Try going again, guys. I'm so sorry for this. It's not a. Yeah, because it's just not wanting to pick up you guys. It's picking up everything else that's happening, but it will not. Let me. Guys, I appreciate you hanging out with us while we fix our technical difficulties. No, because it's on my end, but for some reason it's just not picking up Discord's sounds. Is it picking it up now? Yeah, this is. Victory, thank you so much for the follow. We appreciate it while we're experiencing these technical difficulties. Um, heard a ringing noise at least, because it'll play the video. What in the hey? Um, yeah, I'm sitting. I'm trying to reset all of our audio captures too. Let me. What the heck? I wonder if I. Let me. Go ahead and try again. It's still not coming through. What the heck? Um, just nothing. I wonder if Discord updated something that's uh that's not letting us transfer sound. Um, that might be the best way to test. Nope, still not grabbing the sound. It was grabbing it just fine before. Yeah, I already checked it. Yeah, because I have it picking up all audio from my desktop. On. Hello. Yeah, it's for some reason it's just not taking the audio from Discord. The audio from Discord is for some reason being blocked and not letting me. Me. Try again. Nope.
Oh, hello, 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 hello.
Yeah, it's just. It might be because of Melissa. It's not popping up through the actual stream. It's not popping up through the actual stream. I think this. I'm not quite sure what's going on. I've never had this audio output. Try talking again. Erica?
What's up?
There's something.
Hello, hello. Oh, Melissa hears me.
Hey, does she hear me?
What's up? Yep, she hears everybody. Hello.
Ah, neat.
There it goes. We did it. And it took us 23 minutes, but we did it.
All right.
Whoever did whatever, props to you.
So
Yeah.
what I went ahead and did was close out all of the audio outputs and just reset them and made new ones.
Nice.
So something tells me a setting got changed. H might have changed something, or I might have changed something when we were setting things up, and it killed the capture audio. But hey, now we can go ahead and start the game.
Dig it. Sounds good.
Alrighty. So you guys just have to go ahead and hit the approved to start.
Accept?
Yep.
Okay. Waiting for the 266th BJ.
What is... I'm in here. Been so long.
Volume up on me, Erica. Alright, let's see.
It says it's starting. Play.
Huh.
What about now?
You're waiting on me?
Yeah, for some reason it says waiting for BJ.
Yeah, it's just giving you BJ. You're just getting the timer saying waiting
There
for
we go.
BJ.
I'm in.
Ah, I see. Okay.
Oh, we did it! And then you
Woo-hoo!
at the top it'll say let the round begin, and you just have to click that button.
Cool.
I am going to kick your butts.
I have a feeling you are.
So in this version, this is solo, not Uno. So if you draw a card, you have to play that card that you drew, and if you can't play it, you have to pass. And if there's a card without a color on it, that means any color can go on top.
Okay.
We'll figure it out.
BJ
Am I
must
up?
play or draw a card.
Sounds good.
I played a card, so then it goes to Wes.
Yep.
All right. Feeling good.
All right.
Swap hands with whoever you want.
Oh, swap hands.
Hey.
Oh, you're going to regret that. I don't want to swap hands. So wait, that's what the reverse thing is swap hands?
Yep. If it has the swapping hand motion. That just reverses turn order.
Oh, okay. I'm better then.
Oh, wow. Nice.
Now any color can be placed on top because that is a colorless
Love it.
card.
There's a lot of swapping hands here.
It can get a little wild. So, guys, as we're getting into this game, we just want to ask. So, you were talking about HD genetics. Do you want to jump in and tell us a little bit about that?
This is hard. Multitasking. I'm trying to beat you guys in a game, and now you're asking tough questions. Wait, what? Hold on here. Yeah, HD Genetics. So, hey everybody, this is BJ View. HD Genetics is a company that I started a couple years ago. August 2022 was when we really got the ball rolling. We're a genetic testing and counseling company for those who are at risk of HD here in the United States. And it really got started by finding a needle in the haystack, which was a genetic counselor who wanted to focus their professional time on working in the Huntington's disease community. And that needle that I found is the guy I'm going to beat in this game, Wes. So
Yeah, I would say, yeah, HD Genetics came along. I was in grad school at the time studying genetic counseling and was focusing my thesis research on HD genetic counseling specifically during COVID. And one of the genetic counselors that I interviewed asked me if I knew BJ View, and at the time I did not, but we got connected and said, "Hey, let's start this opportunity for the HD community to provide HD genetic counseling, testing all across the U.S., all remote, so you can do it anywhere from anywhere that you choose, from the couch, from your living room, from your kitchen, whatever you would like." And so we did, and now we're going on our third year, and we're super excited about that. So yeah, thanks for having us.
The game RNG is not my favorite today.
Yeah, same.
It saw me win too much with last time, and oh look
Oh,
at
now it's in your favor.
BJ.
uh, sorry, what happens if I have to draw a card? Do I have to play it, or I
You either have to play that card, and if you cannot play that card, then you have to pass it on.
pass it?
All right. So, what influenced you guys to create HD Genetics?
Yeah, it's a good question. I would say a couple things. Well, first off, my mom at Huntington, so I've been in the community wearing a lot of hats, and one of the hats, probably back in like 2018, 2019, was I was the board chair for HDO, or the Huntington's Disease Youth Organization, and just listening to young people who I would say are we categorized at that point in time as people who are under 35 years old from an HD family. There just seemed to be a lack of resources and a lack of options for people who needed and wanted genetic testing, which we all know in the HD community that's something you kind of have to do at some point in your life. And I got to play a card. I don't know what I just did.
So you forgot to call solo before you played
What's
your
that?
card. So you have to.
Uh-uh.
There's a little button at the bottom that says "call solo." So if you have only one card left, then you have to call solo, or you force draw 2 cards. It's like if someone says Uno before you do, then you
Got
have
it.
to draw 2.
Like automatic when we're playing online. Sorry, got distracted. You may play a card. And anyway, I focused a lot of my time. It kind of shifted away from HDYO, where I spent 10 years of time, and kind of shifted towards figuring out where there was an issue with genetic testing and counseling, and what we might be able to do to fix it. And I kind of looked in the mirror and realized that no one was really going to fix it other than myself. So kind of came up with this concept, came up with this idea, talked to a lot of people in the HD community, and tried to figure out where there was an opportunity and an issue that was worth solving to create a business. So that was kind of the I don't know, kind of the foundation blocks of how HD Genetics was created. There was obviously a lot of ups and downs and hurdles to get through, but it was well worth the effort. We've worked with, now coming up on our 1,000th person who's taken an intake survey, which means they've in some sense worked with us in some capacity. And Wes really, he carries the load, talking to every single individual who comes through. And I gotta play a card.
So one of the
it
questions
is really
in the
hard.
chat is, have y'all had a lot of people do testing? Wes, if you want to take that one.
Yeah, absolutely. The question is, have we had a lot of people test? Is that accurate?
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
Yep. The question
Okay.
is,
Yeah.
have y'all had
Yeah.
a lot
So
of people do testing?
we have, yeah. But one thing. So essentially, as BJ just said, we've had about 1,000 people reach out and submit an intake survey uh, submission. Ooh, hang on. What is this guy? Oh shoot. There's that, and then we'll do this. Okay. We've had about 1,000 people initiate the process, meaning they've submitted an intake survey, and then from there, it's about. Well, I should say first, it's a multi-step process. We have a first phone call where we have that appointment where we go through people's background, kind of talk through what's bringing them in, and then also give them a bunch of information about Huntington's disease, about the implications of testing, and so on and so forth. After that, we have a video call where we talk in deeper depth about the implications of testing, and we check in about how they're feeling about, whether they want to move forward with that or not. From there, if they do, then let's say that they submit, their test kit and all that. We have a results appointment, and then after that, we have an after results appointment. Oh wow! See, someone finally look at you, Rico. It worked out.
Yeah, doing no talking. That's the issue. Just ask the questions, distracts us, and then just closes it out.
Cleans house, yeah.
Dude, BJ, you lost 103 points on that too.
I don't know if that's good or bad, but thanks.
That's bad.
Yeah.
You start with 100 points.
That's so good. But the point of saying all that, as far as the process and all that, is that each step of the process is about 80% of people that preceded it. So about 80% of the people that filled out an intake form will go on to have that first appointment, phone call, or whatever you want to call it. And then 80% of those folks will move on to have the video call where we talk in deeper depth about testing. About 80% of those people will go on to test. So yeah, we've had a considerable amount of folks actually go on to test, and it roughly works out to be about 50% of that of folks who have filled out an intake survey. So yeah, it's a little higher than what you see in the published literature about only a certain amount of people testing, like as low as 10 to 20%. With us being a little higher, our kind of hypothesis is that folks that are reaching out to HD Genetics are generally at a point where they've pretty much made the decision that they want to move forward, or they're taking the action to do so. So we just have kind of a different, like, skewed numbers toward our process, I think. But yeah, good amount of people. Yeah. But we're encouraged that it's not 100% of people coming through the process that seek testing, and that's actually kind of what we want, right? Like, we want not everyone to decide to test because we want to make sure that people are thinking about it. And some people, just in nature of being human and thinking about this, are maybe going to say, you know what, maybe now is not the time, or say, you know what, hold on, let me go look more into things like life insurance, long-term care coverage, disability insurance, and then let me get back to you. Or let me talk with my family a little more and talk about this and whether or not this is something that I want to do right now, and so on. So yeah, it's a considerable amount of people that have reached out, first of all, and then a considerable amount of people that have actually gone through a testing. But we're happy both in the people that have tested and the people that have not.
So one of the questions from chat is that, do you guys do anonymous testing? And I want to add on to that. So what is anonymous testing, and do you guys do anonymous testing?
Sure. Yeah.
I'll take Wes.
That's a
I'll take
great-
that one.
Oh, go ahead, BJ. Yeah, go.
I'll let you focus. We'll trade off. Kind
Oh
of
yeah, thanks,
you know,
thanks. Yeah,
focusing on this
it'll be a
game.
strategy.
Yeah, I think the easy answer is yes, we do anonymous testing. I would say that's probably one of the main reasons that people come to HD Genetics is we allow them to use what I think most people think of as anonymous testing as they can use a pseudonym or a fake name when they test through us. Mainly anonymous testing is sought after because people don't want their insurance to know that they have HD in their family. I'm getting red. I get only identical cards can be played. Okay. But I think you also have to say is how anonymous do you want your testing experience to be? Is it anonymous to your employer? Is it anonymous to your insurance company? Is it anonymous to your family? Is it anonymous to your friends? I think there's that can be a relatively broad question, and it's really what Wes's job is to focus on each individual who comes through the process to figure out what they want their kind of testing journey to be like. So we do not take, as far as like payment, we don't take insurance. We don't report any type of results to medical insurance companies, to employers. The only essentially companies or figures that know the results are the partner laboratory that we have, and then the folks on the HD Genetics team, and then essentially yourself, the person who tests. Dang, I was doing good. Who did that?
What?
Sorry, dude.
BJ, you have a disgusting hand, man.
Sorry.
What is that?
I don't know. I don't really know what I'm doing. But so yeah, we have a lot of people who use a fake name. You know, we've had people say, I don't even want to use my credit card because that could go on a statement. And you know, there's a lot of different levers we pull. But as a small company created specifically for the HD community, you know, we cater to every individual and really what they're seeking after. Wes, did I miss anything there?
No, I don't think so. I think that was really good. Yeah.
So here's the thing: if people test positive anonymous and they want to do clinical trials, do they have to get a retest?
It's a good question. We get that one a lot too. The best answer is it's going to depend on the clinical trial, but you know most clinical trials are doing a lot of different tests, and one of those tests is very likely a confirmation of the CAG repeat in the individual's DNA. So anonymous testing, as far as I've heard from many clinical trial coordinators or investigators, is no. They will accept the understanding that you've had a test, even if it's anonymous.
Yeah, generally they're going to retest folks anyway because they want to make sure that the methods of determining what that CAG repeat count is the same for everyone getting involved with the trial. So it's really often the case that it's a kind of a moot point at that point, since research is a little separate from clinical application. What? Extend?
Yeah, so if you have another draw 4
Yeah.
multicolor, you can play it on top. And then BJ
Well,
would have to
here we
play.
go. Oh, geez. Okay.
You didn't have a
Yeah,
blue
well.
card in all of
Yeah,
all of
there we
those?
go.
My goodness. So non-HD question. What was the last game that you guys played?
Last game. Like what define game?
So, do you guys play? So we mainly play video games. So we're playing a board game on the
Sure.
computer. Do you guys have you guys played video games? Do you guys only do board games?
Oh yeah.
Do you like trading card games, or do you play spades?
Gotcha. The last, so every now and then I'll do, what color are we on? Oh, blue. Okay. Oh, but I have to, okay. Great. Jeez. The last game, the games that are coming to mind are like, ooh, yes. Games I've played on vacation and things like that, where it's like board games. Like there's a game called Saboteur that I remember us playing, and code names and things like that. Video game wise, like I really my best video game days were back in the Sega Genesis days. I did have a PlayStation 2, but even that now is like super outdated. I was just told the other day whenever I was making a joke about how behind I am. Oh, what's that?
I said, don't diss the PS2. I still play mine.
No, I love the PS2, but I was gonna. So I made a joke about how behind I am on video games, and said something about PS2, and now they're on the PS5, and someone was like, "No, I think it's the PS1, like they call it the PS1 now." Is that true?
No,
Like that's
so
really confusing.
Xbox did. So they have the Xbox, then they went to the Xbox 360, then it's the Xbox One, and now it's Xbox One Series X.
Oh, okay, got it.
Oh, BJ, there. Do you got to draw two somewhere? Can you save yourself?
I have so many cards, and I don't have a
I know,
draw.
so do I. Meanwhile, Rico's got two.
I do. I do have two cards.
He's got dose. It is a whole other challenge, like talking and doing the game and trying to think about stuff, but also play the game. I'm seeing like the real. This reminds me of like Hot Ones, like where they're eating the wings and like talking about things. Like it is a whole new skill. I would have never imagined.
If you guys want to meet up and do another interview, and we can do a Hot Ones style episode.
Ah, that's a great idea. That'd be fun.
I make my own hot sauce.
Oh, that's awesome.
It is named the Devil's Spit.
Oh gosh.
I love it.
I think the most recent game I usually play and my most common is Candyland. That's
nice.
That's a game, you know, it takes no skill. You can play with kids.
Yeah, how old are your kids?
They still like to cheat, but yeah, Candyland. Video games, man, it's been a long time.
7 years ago.
Heck yeah.
Come on, Wes, you got this.
I wish I did.
You guys must have switched hands.
We did, yeah.
We did, and I had two cards left, but they weren't the best two cards to have.
Yeah. And we went from dos to cuatro.
It's okay. I'll whittle myself back down. We'll get there.
Love it.
So, Wes,
yeah.
Question from chat: do you sing?
I do sing. Who's asking? I do sing, and I play guitar. Yeah.
BJ's asking. BJ at screen name.
So Wes, you know what
anonymous,
means, right?
What's that?
That means that you're gonna have to sing for us now.
I'm pretty sure Wes was in the HDSA NYA talent show last year. So if you're going to HDSA convention in under a month, I think there's a chance he'll be on stage again.
That's a
Let's
good
go.
plug. Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
I think he's, age-wise, I don't think Wes qualifies for the NYA anymore.
I don't think I do. I think you're
But
right.
but
Here's the thing:
they
the
still let him up
NYA
on stage.
has no age, has
Yes.
no hard and fast age cap.
If you feel young, you're in.
Love it. Yeah. National Young at Heart
Okay,
Association.
Yes.
I'm young at heart. Just don't ask my knees.
There we go. Yeah.
Yes.
I don't even know if I can say young at heart anymore. Like maybe my heart is aging.
Wes, you got to give a plug to the band. I mean, you have a band.
You know,
You guys
yeah,
make
that's
good
true. I
music.
do
we're
have a
talking
band.
about being young at heart. Wes, I think you have to sing "Shot Through the Heart."
Shot through the heart. Totally. Yeah, if anyone wants to, I have a band. I do have a band, and just to get ahead of that instead of being silly and drawing this out, if people want to hear me sing, I share singing duties with another singer in a band called Cult Potential. So we're not quite a cult, but we have cult potential. So not cold potential, but cult potential.
So, Wes, does that mean your band can come and play at my wedding?
Oh, I would love that. That'd be so fun.
There we go. She's gonna like that.
When's your wedding?
We're planning for it next year.
That's awesome. Yeah, congrats.
What city are you in again, Rico?
I'm in Mount Olive, so the town
Okay.
of Pickles.
Whatever. I like pickles. They're good.
Oh yeah, we have Pickle Fest every year, which
Oh, shoot.
the entire main street of the town is covered in pickle things.
Oh, wow. That sounds fun.
Oh yeah,
I
you
do like pickles.
walk to the front, you get a free pickle. They've got pickle energy drinks, pickle ice cream.
Heck yeah. I would be all over that. Pickle ice cream actually sounds amazing.
It is. If they didn't put in the pickle chunks, I could be over it.
Oh.
But it's the
yeah.
fact that they add chunks of pickle to it, and I'm like, no, we can't do that.
Yeah, that's a little far. Yeah, I thought like a pickle flavored ice cream sounded good, but having pickle chunks in it is kind of weird.
Yeah, that's okay. Chunky ice cream is not bad if you have like Rocky
No.
Road.
Yeah, you want good chunks. Yeah. Hey.
Oh, oh, look at that! Look at that!
Bart. That's what I have to say.
Oh my gosh.
well, hey, we're PG-13. We get one F word, right? That's how the rating does it.
I haven't used mine yet. Then I'll save it for right before I go.
Well, no. We only got one, and BJ stole it.
Oh, okay. I see. Got it.
I honestly looked away for 1 second and I looked down. There was like 1,000 cards in my hand. Oh, I get to play again? This feels great. Let's
Nice.
go.
Well, here's some. Well, let's do this. Ah, shoot.
So,
Oh no.
what about
Oh
finding
no.
clinical trials? Do you guys help do that portion?
Yeah, we don't help do trials. Part of the reason why we started HG Genetics too was to help accelerate recruitment for clinical trials. We realized that there were some trials out there that weren't recruiting as fast as they could. Oh my! I don't know what just happened.
Yeah, look at that
Wes
one.
swapped our hands.
Sadly, I can't win.
That's the name of my memoir.
I think you're gonna win this one, Wes. Come
I
from
don't know,
behind.
man.
Come from behind. Where was I? Trials, Rico. They weren't recruiting as fast as I thought, and to my extent, like, how I was thinking of things is I'm not a scientist, I'm not in the lab, I'm not going to come up with a treatment, but every day we can accelerate the recruitment so trials are fully recruited. Let's say that kind of means like these pharmaceutical companies, they'll put out a clinical trial and they have to recruit 200 people. The faster we can get to 200 people who sign up and register and enroll, the faster we'll have the data to know if it works or not. So
Yeah.
our thought was, let's try to speed that process up. If it's takes 6 months, let's speed it up to 2 months. And we can do a lot of that by, to join a clinical trial today, you have to know if you have the gene for Huntington's disease. So one of the most common questions we get once people test is, well, what do I do now? So we did start, asking people, hey, would you like to learn more about trials? Because, there's not a treatment on the market that can stop or halt or slow down Huntington's, but there's trials that are out there and that are coming that are hypothesized to be able to do that. So play the card. So, we started connecting people who said, yes, I want to learn more, or people who may have tested elsewhere who now want to learn more about testing. So we have a separate service that connects them to a clinical trial coordinator, helps educate them about clinical trials, about the potential that they might qualify for clinical trials, and then helps connect them with kind of the trial site that might be closest to them, because essentially you need to get on a list and you need to reach out to that team and kind of show your interest for trials that are openly recruiting, and also for trials that are going to be recruiting in the future. So we hope to continue to be able to help people who want to get into a trial, because it's kind of complicated, and not many people know where to start. So we hope they can come to us and we can kind of get the ball rolling for them and make those connections.
So, along with uh, what is like you were talking about, you guys can be a starting point. Are there other starting points for finding clinical trials? And what are the difference between just clinical and observational trials?
Yeah, basic. I mean, the main difference is a clinical trial is you're taking a medicine. You're getting brain surgery, you're getting a spinal tap, you're taking a pill. An observational trial is you're not taking anything, you're just giving your information. So there's observational studies, that myself and many of you have probably participated in, like Enroll HD, or HD Clarity, or Predict HD. And you go to a clinical trial site, and essentially you give information. You take some tests, you might give some blood, you might do an MRI, you might do a spinal tap, but you're just giving information to help people learn more about HD, and you're not actually testing a treatment.
Well, guys, it is 7:55, and I know you guys have to hop off at 8. Is there anything that you want to say to, that we might not have covered, or you just feel will wrap up what you guys wanted to talk about?
I'm not leaving until we finish this game, in all reality.
I love it. Um, I will have to go, but I do want to say I do have something I want to say, which is oh wow, hang on, I can go. That if anyone is at all curious about reaching out to HD Genetics, if they're considering testing, if they're considering testing, you can reach out to me free of charge. Like there's no charge, there's no obligation to test, no obligation to move forward at any point. If you're just kind of curious or you want to learn more, you want to talk about HD, you want to talk about testing, you want to talk about what it looks like to test for HD or what it's like with your family, feel free to reach out. You can go to hdgenetics.com. You can find my information to reach out through there, either Wes at hdgenetics.com for email, or you can text or call us from the numbers that are listed on our website as well. But yeah, I think that's the big thing. And I think I wonder, am I able to leave the game and let you guys duke it out? Like,
Well,
I mean, if I'm gonna win, I want to beat both of you, but maybe we'll just give it to Rico. I'll just echo what Wes said too. I think that's great. This is, we created this company really for the HD community, by the HD community. So this is not a pressure sense. We don't ask you to pay up front. Everything we've built for this genetic testing service, it was really done, with the HD community in mind. And that goes from, having financial aid for people who can't afford it to, we talked about anonymous testing to, again, as Wes said, you don't have to start the process. You can reach out to Wes, you can reach out to myself, at any time at no cost, no obligation, just maybe you're just dabbling, like just, reach out and, we're just going to try to provide you the information you need to help you make the best decision for yourself. And
Absolutely.
we're around. We're at conferences, the HDSA convention. We didn't go to the HD Reach convention this year, but we'll be back. The Help for HD events, the HDO events. So, we're part of this community, just like all of you, and always happy to help.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, everyone in chat, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight and spending time with us. And we got a couple minutes left. Let's see if we can finish it out.
Let's go quiet mode, speed play.
Yeah.
Ready?
Speed
go.
round. Go. Right, I like it.
Oh, Wes is getting close.
I just realized what the two fingers was. I thought that was like, I don't know. I was like, shoot 'em up, but I guess it's draw two, isn't it?
I like shoot 'em up. That's hilarious.
Oh, come on, baby. Let's go.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Meanwhile.
I know.
All right, I'm not gonna be able to win. Oh wait, play that card.
Ooh.
Oh poop. All right, guys. I can't win.
All right.
I got bad cards. Hey, thanks for having us. All right, Wes.
Yeah.
Rico, thanks.
Thank you guys so much. And chat, thank you for being here with us. You